I hope everybody's having a great work week. Just kind of debating about whether to do a Facebook Live video tonight, and with us having potential for some thunderstorms later this week, and I got a lot of things going on over the next couple of days. I felt like let's kind of group in tonight, get a Facebook Live video in here tonight. That way if I can't get one in a couple of days later this week, we still have had a chance to get one in. We're riding a streak right now of 88 nights in a row above 1,000 shares, which is, like I've always said, is crazy. But really I want to get up over 1,000 shares for 100 nights in a row, and we are well on our way there. So we need to do it 11 more in a row to make it over 1,000. Do you guys think we've got the number of people to do it tonight? I know it's a little quiet out there right now, so normally what that means is we'll have a little bit of less people in here, but still closing in on 200 already. Thumbs up, you guys think we can make 1,000 tonight? 89 nights in a row above 1,000 shares, or do you think tonight's going to be the night the streak comes to an end? Already seeing some shares coming in, seeing a lot of thumbs up. Are you guys willing to share to the point where you annoy your Facebook friends? I mean, I can't ask you guys to do that. So share away, guys. Let's get up over 1,000 for the 89th night in a row, and we will discuss severe weather potential a little bit later this week. So first thing I will do is I want to help actually get us to 1,000 shares. Now I can't share a huge number of times, but what I can do is I can give 2 quick shares. So what I'm going to do is share this onto WDRB News and WDRB Weather, and in that you guys have about 2 minutes or so to share the video out to your friends several times. I'm not saying you have to, but it would be just a nice thing for you to do. So let me share it on WDRB News, WDRB Weather, and then we'll jump into our discussion here. So first, getting it over to WDRB News. And I also have an announcement I'm going to give you guys tonight about the solar eclipse, which I think you guys are going to be pretty excited to hear. So I've been asked a lot of times questions. Obviously, we've been preparing for this solar eclipse for some time, knowing full well it was going to be here, and there was nothing anybody was going to do to stop it. So give me a second and I'll tell you what our my announcement will be with respect to that. But thumbs up, guys. Are any of you guys planning to head to an area viewable in the total solar eclipse? Anybody heading to Hopkinsville towards Nashville? We have anybody out there that's planning to go south for the solar eclipse? Anybody in Louisville that's planning to watch the total solar eclipse? I want you guys to give me thumbs up and hearts if you guys in Louisville are planning to watch the total solar eclipse on August the 21st. So down bottom, I want you guys to tell me, if you're trying to watch the total solar eclipse, what do you need? Again, I will ask you guys on this one to answer me down below. What are you guys going to need if you're attempting to watch the total solar eclipse? I'm seeing somebody saying my solar glasses. Somebody's saying, can I record it and watch it? You would actually need a special filter on your camera to do that. So let me give you guys the announcement. I can't give you all the details, but I can tell you that WDRB will give you all the details in due time. But if you're wondering where you can get your solar glasses, sunglasses to watch the total solar eclipse, if you're wondering who will have the glasses that are ISO 2 certified by NASA as viewable for the total solar eclipse, I can tell you guys that WDRB will be providing those. We will actually have glasses and you guys will be able to get them. Now, what I cannot tell you is all the details of it quite yet. But what I will tell you guys is you will be able to get them, and we will be working to help provide a large number of solar eclipse glasses to our area. I am very excited, as our partners are, and we will be announcing information. So if you're thinking, oh man, I got to go on the internet, I got to figure out where I'm going to get my glasses, no you don't. We will tell you where you can go to get them when we get a little bit closer, but I want you guys to know that you will be able to get them from us. I thought that was just something that's important to know, because I know a lot of people are concerned about being able to watch. In Louisville, you cannot look at the total solar eclipse without glasses. You cannot. You can go blind. You can cause permanent eye damage. So this is a real important one. So with that out of the way, I wanted to discuss that. Let's jump into our severe weather discussion. So, severe weather potential later this week. Remember, guys, our goal tonight before we jump into this is to get up to 1,000 shares for the 89th night in a row. I think you guys are up to the task. I need 5 shares from everybody in here. If you've already started, share and continue to share. Remember, several count. And it makes it easier, so I don't have to ask you guys. All right, so our severe weather potential. What do we look for? Well, we look for instability when we're talking about severe weather potential. What is instability? Instability is fuel. It's developed by warmth and high dew points. What you will notice as we look through this is that instability is in abundance. We also need to have what we refer to as wind shear. Without wind shear, let me go back to that. Without wind shear, you basically will not allow storms to last long enough to produce organized severe. So if there's no wind energy, that air rises vertical. The rain sits itself on top of the updraft until the updraft's muscles aren't strong enough, and then the air collapses right back down. That storm never has the potential to be long-lived and produce a large severe weather threat. Finally, we need a forcing mechanism. So to force the storms, do we have anything? Yes, the answer is we do. And you'll notice that there is a low right here, North Dakota, Kentucky. This low right here has a distinct cold front with it. And you will see this low as we track it across the country. Here it is Wednesday morning. Here it is on Thursday evening. And you can see it kicks down towards our area Thursday night into Friday. That is the play on our storm risk for Thursday. So from a forcing mechanism, with a nice cold front moving across the area, this is absolutely enough forcing to generate organized severe weather. I want to mention, though, the pattern is dominant by heat, and I want to show you why before I just felt like this was cool to show you guys before we go into the full severe weather equation. But what I'm going to do is show you a loop of 384 hours, and watch this low. Okay, you're probably saying, Mark, this low isn't moving. 144 hours, 200 hours, 300 hours, and then it finally starts to move. But watch one more time, this low. This low doesn't move for almost 300 hours. There is a massive blocking pattern in the North Atlantic, and I will tell you ultimately, North Pacific, and I'll tell you what this ultimately does is keeps us in generally a hot pattern across a good chunk of the U.S. Just thought that was cool. But from a forcing part of the equation, I think we've got that Thursday night into Friday. So fuel. Fuel, anything over 1,000 units of instability is going to be more than enough. And you can see on Thursday the instability values here are in the neighborhood of 1 to up to 4,000 units across our area. 4,000 is really, really beast mode. That's a lot of fuel. You can see it lasts till midnight. You've got about 1,500 units of instability. Wanes a little Friday morning, and then you can see the instability starts to shift southward late in the day on Friday. That said, there is still ridiculous amounts of instability, with some of these units coming in above 4,000, which is massive instability late Friday, and then you'll notice it's gone by Saturday, positive for the weekend. So what we need to do is look at Friday, Thursday night into Friday. What does the wind energy look like? So let me start this back a little further, because I've got you started right now on Friday at 7 a.m. So instead, what I'm going to do is put a couple of pause points in here so we can start a little bit earlier. So this is Thursday at 6 p.m. To support organized severe weather, we need winds somewhere between the surface and 6 miles above the ground to be in the neighborhood of 40 miles an hour. And the winds on Friday, about a mile above the ground, which is very representative of the column, is only showing 15 miles an hour. So you're thinking 40 miles an hour is what we need, 15. That's pathetic. Yeah, it actually is. The wind energy is downright pathetic late in the day on Thursday. It does come up just a pinch on Friday morning, but it is very, very clearly subpar. On Friday afternoon, nothing really impressive, still majorly subpar. By Saturday morning, nothing. So when we look at our Friday severe weather potential, we see, Thursday into Friday, we see fuel that's very supportive of severe, but we see wind energy that is subpar. So what that would mean, in my opinion, is we don't have an organized severe weather threat. I think you guys know that I don't always agree with the Storms Prediction Center, but here is their Thursday severe weather threat. They're showing it over central Indiana, and they have it in their marginal category, which I argue should never have been created. That said, they don't even include really virtually any of our area. And then as we look at day 4, which would be their Friday severe weather potential, you can see they list as predictability too low for any organized severe weather threat anywhere within the United States. So the bottom line here is severe weather potential on Thursday night into Friday. I can't rule out a stray pulse style, stronger thunderstorm, but nothing looks like an organized severe weather threat. What we saw last Friday was a better severe weather threat than what we will see on this Thursday into Friday. Can't rule out a stray stronger thunderstorm. I do not see signals of organized severe weather. So that's kind of a look through our severe weather potential for the rest of the week. Thought it would be a good video. I always like to do these in summer because we're always hot. And if you get northwest flow like we have, this can be a pattern that can and sometimes does produce severe weather in our area. So with that, guys, let's get our shares up to 1,000 tonight. 1,000 shares. If we do, it makes it 89 nights in a row. What I need you guys to do is share frequently, share often. I need at least 5 shares from everybody in here to get us up over 1,000 for the 89th night in a row. And let's open it up to questions. By the way, after you share over 5 times, comment down below so I can give you guys a thumbs up. Tasha with 10 shares. Thank you, Tasha. Caleb saying there needs to be a little statue of Mark in downtown Louisville. You know, in many years that statue would be removed, so let's not do that. I'll just have you guys appreciate me for now. By the way, we're at 479 shares. Robert's asking why it rains every Thursday. It does seem like we've been in a pattern that we have had rain on some of those days. Candy say I'm the coolest. I appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody asking if tanning goggles are good for the eclipse. No. The people that are thinking about wearing sunglasses, no. Don't do it. You look at the sun with sunglasses, you risk permanent eye injury. I just want to be clear on that. You risk permanent eye injury. So this is not one you play around with. It really isn't. If you don't live in the Louisville area, what kind of glasses? If you don't live locally where you can't get them from us, my opinion is you need to order ISO 2 ISO 2 eclipse glasses. They have to be ISO 2 or they're not NASA certified. So there's a big difference between the ISO 1 and the ISO 2. You must get the ISO 2s. 10 shares from Tricia. Thank you, Tricia. Somebody's asking about rain for next weekend. Honestly, I haven't looked into next weekend. We normally stay within 7 days. Only thing I will tell you guys in the long range that the data shows is it does show massive high pressure building in the middle and later parts of next week, which normally means drier and very hot. So for that question, I would lean towards very hot with only a couple of thunderstorms. Dale's asking about welder helmet. Dale, if it's ISO 2 or higher, then you can view. Alicia's asking about solar eclipse glasses. So the answer is yes, WDRB will have some. We are getting a lot. And yes, you will be able to get them through our distribution. Can't go into too much detail yet, but I was green-lighted today to say that I can let you guys know, because a ton of people are asking me about the glasses, that yes, we will be, you will be able to get them, and yes, we will be able to help you get them. So. Cindy's asking about what time thunderstorms on Thursday. I'll go into timing much more on WDRB News at 10. What I wanted to discuss in this Facebook video specifically is severe weather potential. So at 10 o'clock, guys, I'll go through the timing for Thursday and Friday when the storms are most likely, impacts to the weekend. But I want to focus on just severe weather potential for this Facebook Live video. Sandra saying I'm the best. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alicia's saying she got her glasses a few months ago. And you know what? I know that there's going to be tons of people, kids in school. This we know is going to be huge for our area. So it was really important for me to make sure that WDRB got involved in this. So I'm really glad that the station thought this was an important thing to do. Amy's asking about, she said she missed it, severe yes or no. My feeling is severe weather potential. I can't rule out a stray, but I don't think we're talking about organized severe weather potential. Caleb's saying lots of cape, low wind shear. Yes, Caleb, high cape, low shear environment, and almost high cape, negligible shear. It's very, very, very weak. 10 more shares from Tina. Thanks, Tina. Let me give you a thumbs up on that. Let me see where we are in our shares. We are at 592, so we've got some work left. We've got 10 minutes left on our video. We've got 140 people in here, and we need 400 shares. So, what did you guys get yourselves into? Well, quite frankly, you got yourselves into a lot of shares. We need several shares. By the way, David, just so I did text, and he said that's fine, so we can...
I may have a solution, but me and John...
Okay, we can talk again tomorrow. So our production manager's in the studio on a late evening. Don't always get to see him, so I had to chat with him real quick. But so you guys did get yourselves into a little trouble tonight. You guys said we're going to make it to 1,000 shares. What does that mean? Means honestly, your Facebook friends may become a little bit annoyed tonight. Chris, I think it's time, my friend. I think it's time to start annoying everybody on all of our Facebook friends. We're at 637. Means 4 shares per person if we're going to make it. I don't want to reset because we'll have thrown away 88 nights in a row above 1,000 shares, which would kind of be awful. Share time is 20 from Alicia. That's awesome. Thank you. Christy with 5 shares. Thank you. Oh, Tasha said it's capping her at 20 shares. Wah, wah, wah. Hopefully you guys can multi, otherwise we're not going to make it. I hope we do. Any other questions, severe weather potential, guys, as we continue to share away here? Or just anything about the eclipse, because I kind of opened that can of worms on that one. Tina's saying she lost count at 20, or 30, thank you. Other Tina saying 30 without any problems, thank you. Wow, Jacob's up to 50 shares. Thanks, Jacob. We are now at 796 shares. I love it when I can see you guys literally out there flexing your muscles as the numbers go up. 9 shares from Greg. Thank you. Just got a share from Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Christy saying, watch you all the time. Love that you teach and inform. You know, the funny thing about the teach is I'll tell you guys a true story. So I started in this business in 1999. That's 18 years ago. I started in television. And when I started, I tried to kind of go along this weather geek line of trying to give real weather information. And what I was told is you can't do that. People aren't smart enough. I was told that people just want the 7-day up. They said your average viewer is not going to be able to comprehend what you're saying. And I'm like, really? So I was like, you know what? This is the way I'm going to do things. And if this is not the way that people want things done, then I will have to choose another career. So I've kept this kind of teaching, informing weather geek style through my career, and I've been doing this now for 18 years. And what I think we've proved in that time period is people do love science, people do enjoy enthusiasm, and people don't only want the extended day sitting on the screen for a minute. If they want the 7-day sitting on the screen for a minute, they're probably going to use their phone and put the 7-day on their phone for a minute. If they want to watch and learn and get some real weather information, they watch and they enjoy us. So the other part to that is so many people have a DVR. I mean, if we're not evolving with the times, we're behind. And truth be told is I put the 7-day up for only 15 to 30 seconds, but all you have to do is click pause on your DVR, or click rewind back, and you can watch that 7-day for 50 minutes if you want. So fortunately, we decided to do it our way. I decided to do this as a scientist, and I'm very fortunate in that it worked. So It's kind of cool. Share again from Rich, thank you. Let me update you guys on our shares. We were at 769 shares. I'm getting a little hourglass from Facebook. 902. All right, guys, we need 100 shares to get over 1,000. David's asking how long will the eclipse be in Louisville. So in Louisville, we will never go into full totality ever. Louisville will peak at 96%. Now you're thinking 96%. I mean that's pretty much full solar eclipse, right? Well, no. 96% means you never go into totality. It means the solar disk never goes dark. It means you can never take off the glasses. It means you can't view the corona, which is everything in the total solar eclipse. The corona is the glow, the atmosphere that exists around the sun. There is nobody on this planet that has ever seen the corona outside of during a total solar eclipse. So this means if you're one of the few that gets into totality, you see something that most human beings will never see. I've never seen a total solar eclipse. I'm 42 years old. I'm a science geek. I'm a storm chaser. And this is a bucket list item for me. So in my opinion, you need to get into the totality disc. It is totally worth seeing. Jeremy with 10 shares. Thanks, Jeremy. Let me update you guys on where we are on our shares now at 821. Quickly before I update you guys, remember, let's continue to share away so that we can get it up to 1,000 shares tonight for the 89th night in a row. Like and love if you enjoy my Facebook Live videos. Comment down below to let me know that you guys enjoy our nightly Facebook Live video discussions. And if you kind of consider yourself a weather geek like me, let's see some thumbs up. What am I going to be discussing on WDRB News at 10? We saw tons of rain and thunderstorms off to the north today. Will any of that get into our area tonight? I'll talk about rain, where it comes to an end, impacts during the overnight hours on WDRB News at 10 o'clock, top of the hour. 10:22, are you ready for glorious heat index values above 100? What? No, I'm being serious. I think heat index values are going to go near the century mark. When to expect that on WDRB News at 10:22. And we've got a solid front that comes in late week. It's going to fire thunderstorms. We've talked about if they would be severe. I want to tell you when those storms are most likely and will they have an impact on our weekend. I'm going to do that on WDRB News at 10:37. I tell you guys the time on a nightly basis, and the reason I do is because I want you guys to be able to do what you need to do and tune in when you need to tune in. So I'm on at 10, 10:22, and 10:37. Set your alarm on your phone. That way, when I come on to do the weather, you guys are there able to watch and get the information you need. I always appreciate your support on social media. And at the same time, I appreciate your support on TV. TV is what puts the food on the table, as they say. So that's always important. I always need your support on there. Derek's saying he's a weather geek too. I'm guilty myself, so I totally get it. Where are we on our shares, somebody asked. The share goal tonight is 1,000. If we make it, it's 89 nights in a row. And we are at 988. So we've only got a minute left. I need you guys to share a lot now so we can make it up over 1,000. Normally we aim for 1,100. That way if the share goal or if the number drops a little bit, we stay above. So I need all you in here to share the video 2 times more so we can make it above our goal. Secondly, guys, the All-Star game is on WDRB. That means WDRB News at 10 is going to be on WMYO tonight. So please make the switch to WMYO at 10. That way you guys can get your information. Jeremiah is saying, did we meet the goal? Not yet, Jeremiah. I need you to share, my friend. We are coming in now on 30 seconds left on the video, and we have not made our goal yet, so let's not allow it to pass. We've gone at it 88 nights in a row above 1,000 shares, so I don't want to miss it. That would stink starting over again since we did it in January for the first time. Update on where we are on our shares. I like to get over 1,100 because it just, like I said, makes it easier. Teresa's asking, when is the solar eclipse? August 21st. Mark it on your calendar. Make sure you know. It's a big one. All right, guys, guess what? Thumbs up, do you think we've made it to our share goal? Or thumbs down, do you think tonight's the first night that we haven't made it to our share goal in 88 nights? I'm seeing a heart. I'm seeing one thumbs up. I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up. I haven't seen one thumbs down yet. I'm still looking. Still seeing a bunch of thumbs up, and the answer is we're over 1,000 shares, 89 nights in a row. The next time we do a video, and I'm going to try to do another this week, would be 90. 90's a big one, and then 100's the huge one. I will tell you guys that I'm going to be down in Hopkinsville during the total solar eclipse, so hopefully I'll be able to do a Facebook Live video from down there so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Can't wait. Super excited about it. All right, you guys, you made it over 1,000 shares for the 89th night in a row. Remember to like, love, and share the video even after it ends. You can continue to add to the total. Remember, I'm on WDRB News at 10 o'clock, 10, 10:22, 10:37. And lastly, remember the All-Star Game is on WDRB. I am on WMYO tonight. So I will see you guys there. You guys are awesome. See you at 10.